Hey everyone, this is Royce After Hours here to make a part 2 from the last video I made. Yes, the last video I made. And the X-Men, the animated series, has been a long-running show for who knows how long. I've never seen it before, but I've heard that it's going to have a modern take that reflects the real world. And what does that mean? Reflecting the modern world today. It's coming out next year in 2023. I don't like this at all. I don't. I do not like this at all because even though I haven't seen the show, just hearing good news about it is getting me excited and I might even watch it. And honestly, all I can really say is that uh, so far the X-Men animated series is going to be trashed and garbage because from executive producers to head writers, they those people, those guys, all you have to do is, I don't know, look them up. Just look up anybody who's behind the scenes working on this show, from writing to producing, executive producing, uh, and that'll let you know who these guys are who are working on this show. And I promise you, you're gonna be disappointed by what you find. And this will just be a show about how soft and nice a lot of these characters are going to be, and how the show is just going to be like She-Hulk. It's not going to be entertaining. The plot is going to be nothing. It's just going to be nothing but crap, and the fans just want to see exactly what they saw in the original X-Men or animated series. You know what they're going to do? They're going to make all the male characters dumb, stupid, idiotic, and sexist, and all the women are gonna be uh, supposedly smart, but at the same time they're gonna be saying and doing stupid stuff by the writers, and that is just completely disrespectful uh, to these female characters from the X-Men animated series from '97. This is supposedly a sequel, and this is insulting to not only the male characters but the female characters too, by making an abomination of the original animated show, because this is just going to be a show filled with bad storytelling, awful writing. Uh, and the voice actors who are returning are like, I think they're going to be the original voice actors for the characters. And that's great and all, but no, they won't be the same. You're gonna have these famous voice actors saying garbage, and the honestly, the story, the plot, the characters are not gonna be what they used to be. That's usually how it goes when Disney and Marvel, Lucasfilm are gonna make a modern day version of this show, or any show or movie that reflects real world problems. But then you may wonder, why can't they make their own X-Men uh, show that reflects on the modern day world? Why don't they make X-Men 2023 instead of a sequel to X-Men 97, the animated series? Well, I'll tell you why. Because they suck. These writers are garbage at their job, and they keep getting hired and moving up the ladder for the sake of the privilege they have, regardless of skin color, regardless of what's between their legs. they have privilege because of the ideologies and beliefs that they share, and that alone is the only reason why. And sometimes it might even be because of the color of their skin why they get moved up the ladder, and or even get hired in the first place, and get uh, all the attention by all these people who are working there who are making it possible. This is just going to be another show that's going to be crap. So overall, don't watch this sequel or remake or reboot, whatever it is, of the original X-Men 97 animated series. I highly recommend that you watch the original X-Men animated series from 97, which is the X-Men 97 animated series. I highly recommend it, even though I've never watched it. But if you know anybody that has, then ask them. They'll let you know. And subscribe to the YouTubers who have seen it, who are fans of it, like Geeks and Gamers, Anna, that Star Wars girl, and so on and so forth. To the next topic. Topic number 2. And that would be, I've heard that the actor who's Kang from the upcoming movie Ant-Man Quantumania is going to be Reed Richards, I think. He's going to be Reed Richards. I don't know. But overall, Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four is going to be a black man. And in the MCU, because I'm sorry, I mispronounced MCU. It's actually MSHEU. So Marvel Studios is not going to allow a white man to be the leader of Marvel's first family, superhero family, I guess you can say. Yeah, I guess you would say that. And why change his race? Why do that? What's the point? That's not diversity. That is cheap diversity. It's like going to a car dealership, buying a new car, and it uh, turns out to be your old car that you sold them, or maybe it's an old car and it's barely working, and the car dealership is blaming you for breaking it or not liking it because you're returning it and all that crap. Why does that make any sense? But maybe that was a terrible example, but overall, I don't approve of that. No one would ever change the race of Cyborg or Black Panther. Nobody. Nobody would dare do that. Not one person. So why change his race? That makes no sense. I'll tell you why. Because he's white. What's wrong with being white? That's just racist, man. And I don't deal with people who are racist, man. I don't support racism towards white people or any other people of color. No one, bro. That's messed up. And that's why I don't approve of it. And that's only gonna mean that the characters are not gonna be the same. It will be no different than what I said uh, about the X-Men animated series of '97, bro. It'll be the same crap. Change everything you love about it. Add modern day politics, and reflect what's going on in the real world, modern day world, and push it to the audience, just for the audience to reject it and blame them and call them racist and sexist and homophobic and bigots and all that crap. Nah, bruh. They're gonna blame us for not liking their crap, their movies and their shows, and I'm sick and tired of the MCU doing that. Anyways, I do not approve of Namor being Latino Mayan when he's white. And that makes no sense. That's not diversity. That's cheap because Marvel doesn't have the skills. They're not hiring talent. They're hiring uh, people who work for a penny out there. Jeez, I could probably write something better, but I don't think I want to. The X-Men animated series are just gonna make it. We're gonna change the character's design. Women won't be feminine. The men won't be masculine. That'll be garbage. The same thing will happen to the Fantastic Four, the MCU. They're going to change Reed Richards' race because, of course, they can't have a white man be the lead character, or not the lead character, but the leader of the Fantastic Four. And it doesn't even stop there. The whole X-Men, on to part 3 of what I was talking about. Part 3 is that, yet again, about X-Men in the MCU, live action X-Men. They're gonna race swap characters. Why? Why is the MCU obsessed with race and female dominated uh, movies and characters? Why? Even though more men are the ones watching this stuff, I believe more white men are also the ones who like this stuff and watch this stuff. I don't know, but I know more men read the comics, buy the product than women do. I'm sure there's still women who do that. I'm sure there's women who still buy comics and watch the shows and all that. There's female geeks, just like how there's male geeks. And even the women who are a fan of the X-Men animated series are saying they don't like the designs and nah, bruh. And even a guy like me who's Hispanic, I don't support the race swapping of Namor or Namor or Namor, or whatever they're calling him now. And overall, I think they shouldn't do that stuff because the MCU used to be MCU, now it's just MSHEU, where all the male characters are replaced with female counterparts, and they're just gonna introduce more women into it. And what happened to all the dudes? Nobody was complaining about, oh, it's just men in phase 1, 2, and 3. When the first Avengers movie or the second Avengers movie came out, nobody was complaining that it's all just men, especially white men. No one was complaining. And those movies made a bunch of money. Loaded. That's how much. Enough money to buy, I don't know, I don't know, a whole lot of stocks or even a beach or a nice house, bro, for each of these employees that work there. But overall, all I can say is that I don't support the MSHEU. The DCU seems to be doing something great, and take it from me, I'm gonna watch the X-Men animated series, the original 97 version, the original X-Men 90 X-Men animated series from 97. I don't know how to fucking say that show's name, but overall, that's all I gotta say. Like, comment, subscribe, and don't give your money to Disney. Don't give your money to Marvel or Lucasfilm or their parks. Go to Universal Studios. Watch the old shows, the old movies. Don't watch old stuff, not the new stuff that MCU is bringing. So, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Peace.